Hello and welcome to the Government Affairs Conference. We're here today live in Washington, D.C. I've got Mitch Rutledge here with me. Welcome.
Thank you.
And he's with Vertice AI. Is Vertice AI?
Vertis.
Vertice AI.
Yes.
Cool. All right. I'll only stumble over that a little
Okay.
bit. Now, why don't you give us a little more of your background as well as the company?
Sure. So I'm Mitch Rutledge. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Vertice AI. We launched this company about 3 years ago to really bring a data-driven approach to member engagement for credit
Mhm.
unions. My background is in the analytics and software space. And so I'm not from the credit union movement, although I've been a member of my credit union for over 30 years. But we found this opportunity when we were doing some work with one of our first credit union clients that said, we need to understand the data that we have and a way to action it to serve the members. And
Mhm.
that's what I've been doing with my co-founders in the retail space for many years. And we
Mhm.
said, we've learned a lot in retail who's been doing data-driven personalization for decades. I think we can help the movement. And
Mhm.
so this has been a great journey over the last 2.5 years to
Mhm.
create a solution that's really purpose-built to empower credit unions to personalize member engagement.
And that's so important because, 10 years ago, member service was very different than what it is
For
today.
sure, for sure.
So talk a little about the technology and the strategy for credit unions in using this platform.
Sure. So our strategy is that credit unions have plenty of data about their members
Mm,
already, but we also recognize that at the size that they are, hiring data scientists or teams of data scientists is really prohibitive.
mm,
And so we want to bring the power of a team of data scientists into a solution that's really built for marketing and strategy teams. And more than just reports and dashboards, but really actionable workflows that we can get from insights to more targeted personalized campaigns at scale and
mm.
an efficiency to really get to that personalization journey that all credit unions are looking for. And that's what we've really built. Again, a solution that's built for a marketer, built for an operations team, but gives the power of a team of data scientists.
Wow. And you're right. Yeah, credit unions can't afford, can't afford that on their own. Um, and so there's so much this data can be used for too. It's like you mentioned the marketing side. You can personalize that the marketing pieces, which
Right.
um, people love, especially younger generations
That's right.
expect.
That's right.
So it's very important. The Crane's been having a hard time getting and retaining those younger members. The average member age is like 53 now,
That's right.
which is sad. So what is the dashboards and what are the data
What's
piece
what
points that the executives, the Crane executives, are
Sure,
looking for?
sure. So again, while insights are important, we're very focused on how do we create actionable workflows. And I'll just give you a very, specific example of the kind of things that we're doing. You think about last year was about deposits, right? And it
Oh,
was how do we have focused deposit programs? And very often the old way was, okay, put the email together and we're going to send it to everybody for this new checking program or the rates or whatever it might be. And what we want to make it very easy to do is say, no, 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 this younger demographic cares about these attributes, and these are the people that show, based on their behaviors, again, the behaviors that we know, they show high propensity for it. So let's
mm,
focus on the right programs and the right tactics to engage the younger demographics with the right messaging and the right programs. And it's a different message if we're going to a different demographic. A very simple example. But if you think about scaling that across geographies, right, I can have different messages for different geographies. And everybody knows that they want to do that, but it's hard to distill who's the right audience for this campaign or this email and the right audience for this
mm,
email. And so we do that in a very efficient way that even for small credit unions, we have credit unions under 100 million
mhm,
in assets, small, one person or two person marketing departments, they see the value in quickly interrogating their data and finding a way to engage with smaller audiences with the right messages and doing that efficiency so that we can do many campaigns, not just one, but
mhm.
we'll blast it to everybody. So that's
That's
what
so
we're really focused on.
that is so awesome. So many vendors just don't even want to bother working with the smaller credit unions, and they really need the support.
Look, we're supporting credit unions of all sizes. We say that we want the ones that are data curious and want to
Mm,
be data driven. And like I said, there's ones that are sub 100 million that say, yeah, we have that mindset of being data driven, and we want to be able to support them up to credit unions over 5 billion
Mm-hmm.
that see the value of, and some of them may have hired some data scientists. And even if you have a data scientist or two, or maybe a small team, what we usually find in those scenarios is there's a list of 120 projects long for this small data science team. And what we can say is, hey, data science team, we can take 5 or 10 of those off your plate for the marketing or for the ops teams. There's still plenty more work for
Mm-hmm.
you to do, so let us offload that. And we actually have one of our credit unions that saw that, where we are a partner between marketing and the business intelligence, business analytics team, where we are just making marketing more self-service and being able to use advanced analytics and AI to be
Mm-hmm.
more personalized.
Yeah, that's so excellent. You also had an announcement at the show.
Yes, we
Acquire.
did. We did. So we've actually had two big announcements in the last about 6 weeks since the beginning of the year. So we launched two new modules of Vertis. And just for context, when we started the company, it was focused on how do we empower member economic participation growth with the existing members. So think about how do we grow the wallet share, get members using more products and services and more engagement. And that was very valuable. We all want to do that. But we know, and we've heard in many places, that new member acquisition is even a bigger priority than it
Mm-hmm.
has been. And so Vertis Acquire was launched just a month or so ago. And Vertis Acquire is how do we take the knowledge that we've gained about the existing membership to go find new prospective memberships that are going to not just join the credit union, but
You.
also become highly engaged long-term members. So
That's.
we really score these prospects across two dimensions of can we get them, and more importantly, can we grow them? And
Mm-hmm.
so it's not just we can get them to take an auto loan or take a one product certificate. How do we get the ones that are going to be those highly participant members? And we think we've got a unique way for using what do we know about our existing members to go and then find the best prospective members. So we're very excited. We launched that. Our first client, our pilot was Education Credit Union down
Mm-hmm.
in Texas. They've seen fantastic results, and now we've got three more of our credit unions that are signing on to
Nice.
launch that with us. So we're
That
excited
was
about
going to
it.
be my next question. Laura,
Yeah.
what have been the results at
Yeah.
education?
So as they kind of put in our initial press release and they continue to see these results, their initial compared to the way they did it the old way, they saw 3 times higher interactions
Mm-hmm.
and engagements from these prospective members, and the adoption of new products is much higher than they've seen in the past. They're through through the first campaign that they've done, and in fact it's still ongoing, and they're very happy with the results that they've had. And again, we have a few others that are coming on board as well, and we're very excited. So, the initial results are very exciting, and we have a happy first client, and we're excited for more of those to come. And just to pick up on that, the next piece, as you said, for the show, we just launched what we call Vertis Compose,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the next piece of this. So, Vertis Compose is a AI-powered copywriting engine built for credit unions that understands the brand and voice of a credit union as well as the NCUA compliance rules. So if you think about on the journey to personalized member engagement, yes, I want to have smaller target hyper-personalized audiences, but now I have to create the content for that. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why we launched Vertis Compose, is that we can create many versions of campaign copy that's segmented by, generation, by life stage, by geography, and do that at scale.
Mm-hmm.
And while many credit unions are using ChatGPT as a great tool, it's not built for credit unions. It doesn't always understand the brand voice of a credit union and their kind of historical copy. And most importantly, it does not understand the NCUA compliance rules.
Right.
And if we can wrap around a workflow that
Mm-hmm.
makes it so small credit unions and large can efficiently create multiple versions of campaign copy at scale, we think that's going to be a powerful game changer for the movement.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's so interesting. Bad for marketers potentially, but
Well, we believe that you go and we say, hey, we want to create a campaign that's hyper personalized, and we're going to need 10 versions of the email, right? And you
yeah.
see their eyes just go, we
Yeah.
can't do that, and so we just want to empower the small teams already to be able to support that scenario.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't think it's about real impact to the marketers. It's just what we see in the power of AI is how do we 10x the team that we have, and that's what we
Right.
think we're doing.
And how do you, I mean, some people are still hesitant, probably most people are still hesitant to really introduce AI into their credit union.
Hmm.
Some of them probably don't know it's already there in some
That's
other vendor. But how do you talk people over that that obstacle?
It's a great question, and my co-founder Anthony Volpe, he gave a talk here in one of the
Oh,
keynotes or in
do
one of the breakout sessions yesterday, very much around this idea of why all credit unions need to take the first step to start to embrace this. Because as you said, most credit unions have been using AI for close to 50 years when you think about credit decisioning, right? And
hmm
Fair Isaac, right? The first is
hmm
kind of an AI model, and they have it already in house. So we are really encouraging them to not be afraid of it, that they need to educate the entire organization about what it is. If that session was reported, I would encourage folks to go and watch that, because I think we really laid out the high level concepts of why this isn't scary. We've been doing it before, and other industries are embracing it. And this is the movement is ready and needs to embrace it. And I think that's been a common theme
hmm
of GAC this year, is that AI is with us and that it is a powerful force multiplier. It's not the easy button. It's not going to solve everything. It's a tool that will help us solve the real challenges of the movement around efficiently engaging members at scale to serve them where they are. And that's what it can really be, a powerful tool for
hmm
credit unions to do.
Excellent. Um, and AI, while uh, some people have asked me as a content creator, are you worried? Are you scared? And I'm like, oh, hopefully gonna be retired before it takes over my job, but we'll see. So I'm gonna let you have the last word. What's your final thoughts you would like our Cardian audience to take away?
I think you kind of hit on it, which is AI is a very powerful tool. We're one of the many providers that are out there that are focused in the credit union space. Come talk to us. It's not scary. It's just another powerful tool that can help you serve your members. We're challenged in this day and age to get attention with our members. They're being bombarded from so many places. And solutions like Vertice and what we're trying to bring to the movement are really there to empower the credit unions to serve the members, and that's what we're really excited about. So we've got over 20 credit unions on our platform now, and we're excited for this year to launch these new modules and bring it out to the movement. And so we look forward to sharing more results this year and engaging more credit
I get
unions.
the scoop, right?
That's right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
All righty. Well, thank you for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.